Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the information seminar for the Bachelor of Science Food and Nutrition program offered by Hong Kong U SPACE and Ulster University. I'm the speaker of the information seminar today, Gigi from Hong Kong U SPACE. I'm also the course coordinator for this BSc Food and Nutrition program. In the seminar today, I'm going to share with you more information about this BSc program, including the curriculum and also our partners university, Ulster University. And of course, I will also cover the issues related to application. And if you have any questions related to the application for this BSc program or any other questions related to this program, you can also type in the chat box on YouTube and I will address your questions at the end of the sharing. So let's get started. So this BSc Food and Nutrition program is a top-up degree program to honors degree level offered by Hong Kong U SPACE and also Ulster University. When we say top-up degree program, it actually means this program is equivalent to the final year of study of a degree program. And this top-up program is especially suitable for sub-degree graduates to articulate to degree. So our applicants usually should have associate degree or higher diploma or equivalent. For example, for students who have successfully completed all the required Hong Kong U SPACE teaching programs, they would be eligible to apply for this BSc Food and Nutrition program. And for honors degree program, all students in this program are required to complete a supervised research project in the field of food and nutrition at the end of the study. I will talk more about this research project when we talk about the curriculum. And about our partners university, Ulster University, this university is located in Northern Ireland in the United Kingdom, and according to the latest statistics figures available, in 2017-18, they have over 25,000 students enrolled in their university. So it's a sizable university in the United Kingdom. And the BSc Food and Nutrition program in Ulster University is offered by the School of Biomedical Science under the Faculty of Life and Health Sciences. And why are we partnering with this Ulster University to offer BSc Food and Nutrition program in Hong Kong? It's mainly because of its high reputation in the field of food and nutrition. Some figures for your reference. So according to the Guardian table in 2020, the biosciences of Ulster University is ranked top 10 in the United Kingdom. And then according to the Times in 2020, the food science area of Ulster University is also ranked top 10 in the United Kingdom. And for nutrition, according to the Guardian in 2019, it was ranked top 5 in the United Kingdom. So these figures indicated that Ulster universities in the field of food and nutrition is of high ranking in the UK. And actually, the partnership between Hong Kong U SPACE and Ulster University to offer nutrition and dietetics programs can trace back since 1996. So we have nearly 20 years of partnership with Ulster University to offer programs in nutrition and dietetics program. And some examples of our partnership programs here for your reference, we offer the postgraduate diploma Master of Science program in human nutrition, also the postgraduate diploma Master of Science in dietetics. And for your information, this PGD MSc in dietetics program, the graduates are eligible to apply for registration as a dietitian with the Health and Care Professions Council. So the graduates of this program can become a registered dietitian after completion of this PGD program. And we also offered, in collaboration with Ulster in Hong Kong, the Master of Science in Sports and Exercise Nutrition, and also our focus today, Bachelor of Science Food and Nutrition program in both the part-time and also the full-time mode. Let's have a closer look at the part-time and also the full-time mode of this BSc Food and Nutrition program. Our partnership with Ulster University to offer the part-time BSc Food and Nutrition program back to 2009. So we have more than 10 years of experience in partnership partnering with Ulster to offer this BSc program. And for the full-time provision of this BSc program, we offered since 2020. So we also already have several years of experience in running this full-time program in Hong Kong. No matter whether students enrolled in the part-time or the full-time program, the structure is the same. So the BSc Food and Nutrition program in Hong Kong consists of 3 teaching blocks or 3 semesters. And the part-time and full-time program would have the same curriculum, which means they have the same content. And then for the part-time BSc program, the duration to complete the whole program would be 24 months, which is 2 years. And for the full-time provision, the duration to complete is 18 months, 1.5 years. For the class time part-time program, usually one in the evening, because most of our students are mature adults who have daytime job. So all the part-time classes will be held in the evening time in weekdays. Usually we have 3 classes per week in the evening. And for the full-time program, because the students are dedicated fully into study of this full-time program, so all the classes will run in the daytime from Monday to Friday, of course, maybe some day off. And also, majority of our lectures are in the daytime, but because we wish to enrich the content of our program, so we also invite guest lecturers to give guest talk to our students. And so some of these guest talk will be held in the evening time because the guest speakers have daytime job as well. So as to give us the most updated sharing in the field of food and nutrition. And no matter whether you enroll in the part-time or the full-time program, we also have laboratory practical sessions. And most of these practical sessions will be held on Saturdays, because normally the practical sessions, the duration is longer. So we will arrange them in the Saturday so that we have sufficient time to run the whole section. And the cost fee for both the part-time and full-time provision is the same. In 2022 intake, the cost fee is 137,000 Hong Kong dollars. Let's have a closer look at the curriculum of this BSc program. As mentioned before, it consists of 3 teaching blocks, or what we say 3 semesters. And in each teaching block, students will have to study 3 modules. So teaching block 1, students have to study 3 modules, and then in teaching block 2, another 3 modules, and teaching block 3, the final 3 modules. So in total, the whole BSc program consists of 9 modules, run in 3 different teaching blocks. And the curriculum of this BSc program is comprehensively designed to cover all the important aspects in nutritional science and also food science. So the purpose or the design of the curriculum is that students, after completing the program, can pursue further studies or start to develop a career in the field of food and nutrition, depends on their own preference. So, for example, if students wish to develop a career in the food industry in the area of quality assurance or quality control, we have modules like microbiology and food safety management that equips students with all the essential knowledge for them to develop a career in quality assurance, quality control in the food industry. And for students who wish to develop a career in nutrition area, say, for example, to promote public health or promote healthy eating to the general public, we have modules like health promotion and nutrition education in the 2nd teaching block, and also clinical nutrition in the 3rd teaching block, which equip the nutritional science and also health promotion strategy knowledge to the general public. And as mentioned before, this is an honors degree program. So all students of this program will have to complete or conduct an independent research project. And this research project will run in the 3rd teaching block, the Food, Nutrition and Dietetics Research Project. So all students have to carry out this research project under the supervision of an active academics to fulfill the graduation requirement of this program. And actually, after running or conducting this research project, some students found that they are actually very interested in conducting research. And after graduating from this BSc program, they decided to pursue further studies in the research area. So overall, the program curriculum is designed to develop or equip students with knowledge in all aspects of food and nutrition. And then students, after completing the program, depends on their own interest and preference, they can develop their career or interest in according to their interests. And for teaching and learning strategy of this BSc program, teaching strategies including taught lectures, and as mentioned before, we have guest talks and seminars. We invite guest speakers from the food industry and also from the nutrition area to give us or to give the students most up-to-date sharing of what's happening in the field of food and nutrition. We also have practical sessions for students to apply what they have learned in lectures through hands-on experience. And we also have research projects. Students will be supervised by individual supervisor. And for assessment of this program, we also have a wide range of assessment, including the written assignment, lab reports, poster presentation, group presentation, class tests, and examinations, so as to assess the students' achievement through different assessment means. And for the teaching staff of this BSc program, we invite academic staff from local and overseas universities. So in some of the modules, we invite overseas speakers. Some are from Ulster universities and some are from other renowned universities in the world to give sharing to our students. And because of this combination of local and overseas speakers in our program, students can gain knowledge not only from the from local aspects, but also some global vision from the sharing of overseas speaker. And we also have sharing or speakers from professional associations and guest speakers from food industry and from the government. And we also have dietitians and clinical doctors for the clinical nutrition modules. And so what you can do after successful completion of this BSc program, for career prospects of our graduates, upon successful completion of this BSc program, our graduates can work as a nutritionist, 營養學家, in different areas according to your interests. So you can be working in the NGOs or other community centers for health promotion or for nutrition education to the general public. You can also work in the food industry for new food product development or for food safety enhancement, for quality control, for quality assurance. You can also work in the food service area or the catering industry to develop menus or develop other new food products in food service industry. And for students who pursue further study, you can also then continue in teaching in education institutions or conduct research in research institutes. So it depends on your interest, you can develop a career that you find most interested in. And some of our students, after graduation, they also progress to further study. And one of the most popular options is to pursue further study to become a dietitian, 營養師. As mentioned before, in Hong Kong U SPACE, we also, in collaboration with Ulster University, offer the postgraduate diploma Master of Science in Dietetics program. And this program, the graduates of this program are eligible to apply for registration as dietitians with the Health and Care Professions Council in the United Kingdom. And this is the only program in Hong Kong that trains dietitians who are recognized to work in the hospital authority and also the Department of Health. So graduates of this PGD in dietetics program can become a registered dietitians, and you can find job in hospital authority and also Department of Health as a dietitians. And up to date, this is still the only program in Hong Kong that offer dietetic training. So if you if your aim is to become a dietitian one day, then you can first enroll in the BSc program, and then you can then pursue further study after you graduate from this BSc. And students with other interests, they can then also consider to pursue further study in other postgraduate degree programs. For example, taught postgraduate studies, Master of Science program in related areas like if you are interested in sports and exercise nutrition, then you can consider the MSc in Sports and Exercise Nutrition program offered by Hong Kong U SPACE and Ulster University. And for those students who are working in the food industry and want to pursue deeper understanding in the area of food management, then they consider to take the MSc in Food Industry Management and Marketing in Hong Kong U. And some students, after completing the research project in the BSc, they found that they are actually very interested in research studies. They can then pursue further study in research postgraduates, like the Master of Philosophy or the Doctor of Philosophy. Some student sharing. So the first one is Jonathan. Jonathan is the very first intake of our full-time BSc. He just graduated in early this year. And let's have a look at his sharing. So Jonathan said that his first degree was actually in accounting and finance. He took this course as his first starting point from his new career path in the area of food and nutrition. He thinks that the syllabus of this program is up to date and also comprehensive. He also thinks that or agree that this program is recognized and universal, and he didn't encounter any difficulties during application for his further study. And I know that actually he is applying for a master. He was applying for further study in the area of dietetics in some overseas universities. And he thinks that he was lucky that he had chosen this BSc program because the program provided him possibilities and also opportunities again from his life. Another student sharing from LL Choi Ling. She is a part-time graduate in 2020. So she studied the part-time mode of the BSc program and graduated in 2020. So Ling always wished to help people establishing healthy eating habits through good nutrition knowledge. And she started with the teaching programs in food and nutrition since 2014, and then eventually become a nutritionist upon completion of this BSc program in 2020. This BSc program equipped her with the solid and evidence-based nutrition knowledge. It also connected her with a group of classmates who shared the same ambitions. As far as I know, actually Ling is now giving health nutrition talks and also give some demonstration, healthy cooking demonstration in district health centers together with her BSc classmates. So they are trying to promote nutrition education, promote healthy eating to the general public through community centers, and also by applying what they have learned in this BSc program. And during her study of this BSc program, she joined a Taiwan study trip, which broadened her horizon on how the knowledge in food and nutrition can be applied in the hospitals and food industry outside Hong Kong. So actually, besides the taught lectures, we also, before the COVID time, we also arranged site visit and also study tour for students to learn from really real experience. We hope that after the COVID, we can resume organizing site visit and also study tour so that students can see the application of food and nutrition knowledge in different facilities, in different institutions. So after knowing more about the BSc program, if you wish to apply to this program, you have to see whether you, first of all, fulfill the entry requirement to the program. So to enter into the BSc Food and Nutrition Top-Up program, either the part-time or the full-time mode in Hong Kong U SPACE, you have to have a higher diploma degree or associate degree in food and nutritional science. So if you are graduates from higher diploma program in food and nutritional science, normally you should have fulfilled the entry requirement to the BSc program. But then if you say I'm a mature adult learner and I'm not a higher diploma graduate, I hold a degree in other disciplines. Say, for example, if you are degree holders in biological related science or associate degree holders in biological related science, then normally you will be recommended to take some bridging courses at Hong Kong U SPACE before you can get into this BSc Food and Nutrition program. And if you are degree holders in other disciplines like accounting, engineering, or law, etc., then you normally have to complete 4 different bridging courses, namely the Advanced Certificate in Nutrition, the Advanced Certificate in Child and Adolescent Nutrition, or the Advanced Certificate in Clinical Nutrition and Health Promotion, and also the Advanced Certificate in Food Science and the Advanced Certificate in Human Biochemistry and Physiology program. So if you are degree holders in other disciplines, you have to complete 4 bridging courses in the area of food and nutrition before you are eligible to apply for this BSc Food and Nutrition program. But then if you say, I don't have a degree, I just complete HKCEE or DSE with some work experience, then you will have to complete the 4 bridging courses that I just mentioned, and also 3 other bridging courses, such as the Advanced Certificates in Food Service Management, Advanced Certificates in Quality Control and Food Safety Management. So it depends on your academic background. You will need different bridging courses before you can apply for this BSc Food and Nutrition program. But then if you are higher diploma or associate degree holders of food and nutritional science, then you are eligible to apply to this BSc program directly. So I mentioned before, if you are higher diploma in nutrition and food management program graduates, then you can apply to this BSc program directly. And if you are graduates from, say, high diploma in applied nutritional studies in Ivy, you can also apply directly to this BSc program. If you are graduates from other higher diploma or associate degree in food and nutritional areas, then you can send your transcript to us and we will see whether you fulfill the entry requirements to this BSc program. So if you have any uncertainty, just feel free to send an email to us with your transcript, with your academic transcript. Then the program team will review your transcript and give you advise whether you need to take any bridging courses before you can get into this BSc program. And if you wish to learn more information about the part-time BSc program, you can send an email to my colleague, Mr. Timothy Yeung, or you can actually call him directly with this phone number. And if you wish to know more about the full-time BSc program, you can contact my colleague, Ms. Carmen Wong, through this email, carmen.wong@hongkonuspace.hku.hk, and also this phone number. And if you hope to know more about most updated news about food and nutrition, and also the latest commencement information about our program, feel free to follow us on social media. You can scan the QR code shown on the screen here, and then you can find us on Facebook and also on IG. And if you have any questions related to this program about the curriculum or about the application, feel free to type in the chat box on YouTube. And here we come to the Q&A section, and I will address your questions. We have a question on YouTube asking, how much will be the bridging courses if I have low related background? So if you do not have any background in food and nutrition, depends on whether you wish to take the bridging courses in the part-time mode, the advanced certificate programs, or the higher diploma programs. For the higher diploma programs, the full-time higher diploma programs, the course fee for the 2 years of study, the course fee is around 100,000. And then if you take the bridging courses, but because I don't know whether you have any, so I assume that you are a blank paper with nothing related to food and nutrition, then you will have to take the advanced certificate programs. This would then you will have to. So if you are a long degree holder, you will have to take 7 advanced certificate programs. And if you are a degree holder in other disciplines, then you will have to take 4 advanced certificate programs. And the cost for each of these advanced certificate program is different, ranging from 16,000 to less than 20,000. So you can check on our website the cost for enrolling into each of these advanced certificate program. But the total will also be nearly around 100,000. So similar cost for taking the full-time program. But for the details of each of these advanced certificates between course, you can go to our Hong Kong U SPACE website and check for the latest course fee. Some students may have a question in mind that it seems that then I have to take a lot of programs before I can get into this BSc program. But actually, the fact is that this BSc Food and Nutrition program is a top-up program, which means that this is actually equivalent to a final year of study of a degree program. So you can actually treat the between courses as your year 1 and year 2 study of a degree program. Another question, if I finish the HD Food and Nutrition Science, how the GPA required in BSc? In our entry requirement, we did not specify the GPA requirement for higher diploma or other academic background. So as long as you complete this HD Food and Nutrition Science program, then you should be able or you should have fulfilled the entry requirement to this BSc program. But as you didn't specify which HD Food and Nutritional Science program you are taking, so the best thing is to send your transcript to us and see whether your HD program fulfill the entry requirement. If your HD Food and Nutrition is from HPSHCC or from Ivy, then you should have fulfilled the entry requirement. But if your HD is from other institutions, then please send your academic transcript to the program team. Then we will see whether you fulfill the entry requirement or whether you have to take some between courses before you come to us. If I want to enter MSc, what GPA is required when I study in BSc? This question is quite general because different MSc may have different requirements. But for your information, if you are talking about or if you are asking about the postgraduate diploma MSc dietetics program offered by Hong Kong U SPACE and Ulster, normally our students would need to have first-class honors when they graduate from the degree. So they have to be a first-class student before they can get into the interview for this PGD MSc program. But if you are talking about other MSc programs from different institutions, it really depends on the requirements from the different institutions. I have BBA in marketing, so I need to take 4 between courses, as you mentioned just now. The next step, should I submit the application of this course so that your team may advise which between course should I take, right? Yes, exactly. So if you have a degree in marketing or a BBA in marketing, then you can send an email to my colleague, to Timothy or to Carmen, with the attachment of your academic transcript, and the program team will see whether in your degree study you have studied any food and nutrition related courses. If not, then you will have to take the 4 between courses before you are eligible to apply for this BSc program. So if you have any doubts whether you have fulfilled the entry requirement to this BSc program, just feel free to send an email to my colleague, Timothy or Carmen, and with your academic transcript. Then the program team will review your transcript and see whether you have fulfilled the entry requirement. But normally, a degree in business normally in the undergraduate study, you may not have any food and nutrition courses, then you will have to take the 4 advanced certificates before you get into this BSc program. Let's see if you have further questions. May I know around how many students can be first class? So for this BSc program, we for first class students, you have to achieve 70 marks. The overall marks is 70, and we don't have a curve for students. So as long as students can achieve 70, we give them a first class. Overall 70, then it's first class. According to our previous experience, usually normally a class of BSc is around 40 students, and we normally have around 8 to 10 students with first class. So whether you can get a first class or a second class, it really depends on your own study, really depends on your effort paid in studying this BSc program. We will not compare your results with other students and then to allocate the first class or second class. So as long as your overall mark achieved is 70 or above, then you will be awarded the first class for this degree program. If I am mature students, can I join the full-time program? Yes. So no matter whether you are young or mature adult learners, as long as you fulfill the entry requirement to the BSc program, depends on your own time arrangement and your own preference, you can select to join either the part-time or the full-time programs. We don't have any limitation or age limitation on the program. Is there any recording for this talk? Yes, we will share the video recording of this talk on our website and also on our Facebook. Let me see if you have any further questions. If you don't have, if you can't think of questions at the moment, but then come up with some queries in mind after the talk today, just again, feel free to call my colleague Timothy or Carmen and ask them questions related to the BSc program. We have another question here. What are the difference between full-time and part-time besides the lecture time? So for the full-time program, I can actually give you some supplementary information. So for the part-time program, no matter whether you enroll in the full-time or the part-time program, the curriculum is the same, as I mentioned before. The contents that you are going to study is the same. And also the teachers teaching in the program, although may not be 100% the same, but all the teachers are from our experienced teachers pool. So all of them have many years of teaching experience and also have real practical experience working in the field of food and nutrition. So the teaching quality, the content will also be the same for the full-time and part-time programs. But the major difference besides the lecture time, the difference between full-time and part-time would be the student support that we provide to full-time program. Because for the full-time BSc program, in Hong Kong U SPACE, we run through the International College. And under the International College, we provide quite a lot of student support. For example, we have the student development and counseling services, which we have counselors to give individual counseling and also consultation to students. And we give advice to students for their career development and also for their personal development. This is especially useful for young students who enrolled in the full-time program. And then for the full-time program, one special feature is that we also have some financial support to full-time students. For example, under the International College, we have the IC scholarship for admission. So if you are graduates from the Hong Kong U SPACE Community College or from the Hong Kong U SPACE Poland Cook Stanley Ho Community College, the HPSHCC, then you are entitled to a scholarship of $7,000 or $12,000, depends on your GPA. Of course, you also have to fulfill several criteria. Say you have to submit your application early, you have to pay your deposits and also your tuition fee on time at a specified before a specified deadline to be eligible to this IC scholarship. But this is some benefits are only applicable to the full-time program. So these are also some difference between the part-time and full-time programs. But in terms of teaching, they are the same. Okay, so if you don't have questions at the moment, then that's the end of my sharing to you today. And if you have any questions afterwards, feel free to contact my teammates. Again, the phone number here shown on the screen and also the emails. Feel free to contact us if you have any questions related to whether you are eligible to apply for this BSc program. And if you wish to know more about the course information, if you have any doubt about the BSc program, feel free to contact us through email or on phone. And if you wish to follow us, the latest news of our programs and also get some nutrition tips, then you can also follow us on the social media. And if you have no further questions at the moment, then that's the end for the information seminar of today. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining the seminar. And goodbye. Have a good day. Bye-bye.